Hey, Cowboys Nation, welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite Cowboys insider here, and today we've got some huge news that's going to rock the NFL world. We're diving into the latest updates surrounding the Dallas Cowboys, everything from Zack Martin's uncertain future, all the way to some massive rumors about potential trades for star wide receivers Cooper Kupp and Stefon Diggs. Trust me when I say you don't want to miss this one. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to smash the like button to show some love for America's team. Cowboys fans, we've got a lot to talk about today, and this offseason could very well define the future of this team. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the latest breaking news. Now, let's start off with one of the most pressing and talked about situations surrounding the Cowboys right now: Zack Martin's future. For those of you who don't know, Zack Martin is without a doubt one of the best offensive guards to ever play the game. He's been a rock for the Cowboys for years, consistently dominating defenders and providing Dak Prescott with the protection he needs to succeed. But lately, there have been some growing concerns surrounding Zack Martin's future in Dallas. The 33-year-old future Hall of Famer is one of the highest-paid guards in the league, but his contract is up soon, and his status with the team moving forward is uncertain. Recently, in an exclusive interview, Martin addressed his situation and gave some key updates on his outlook. He made it clear that, physically, he feels great and that he is 100% focused on helping the Cowboys win. This sounds great on the surface, right? But what does it mean for his long-term future? Well, for one, it means Zack Martin isn't thinking about retiring just yet. But on the other hand, the Cowboys haven't exactly committed to him beyond his current contract, which ends after 2025. So, with Martin entering the twilight of his career, could the Cowboys be planning to part ways with him after this season? Or are they gearing up to extend him and keep him in Dallas for a few more years? This is a question that needs answering soon, and here's why it matters: Zack Martin is still playing at an elite level. He's a game changer for the Cowboys' offensive line. If you've watched any Cowboys game, you know that Martin's impact is immeasurable. He's the guy who paves the way for the running game and keeps Dak Prescott clean in the pocket. If Martin is no longer a part of the Cowboys' plans, it could be a huge blow to the offensive line's stability. The Cowboys have invested heavily in Dak Prescott, and making sure he has the protection he needs should be a top priority. The Cowboys' offensive line has already seen a few changes in recent years, and losing a pillar like Zack Martin could send ripples through the entire offense. But here's the other side of the coin: does it make sense to extend a player who's approaching 34 years old? The Cowboys have always been strategic when it comes to veteran players, and if they extend Martin, it could mean they have to balance his new deal with the team's long-term financial goals. That said, do the Cowboys risk losing a Hall of Fame caliber player, or do they start preparing for life after Martin? Here's the thing: the Cowboys have a win-now mentality with Dak Prescott, and they're clearly trying to capitalize on his prime years. We saw that in the 2023 offseason when the team made moves to improve its defense, but securing Martin's future could give the team the foundation it needs to make another deep playoff run. With that said, we're all wondering if the Cowboys are even considering offering Martin an extension this offseason. Personally, I don't think Jerry Jones will let him go easily. Jerry's always been loyal to the star players who helped elevate the franchise. But time will tell, and we want to hear from you. Should the Cowboys offer Martin a new deal, or is it time to start thinking about the future? Alright, moving on to the next big topic of discussion: the Cooper Kupp rumors. If you've been following the NFL news closely, you've probably seen reports that the Rams' star wide receiver Cooper Kupp could be on the move. That's right, Cooper Kupp, the 2021 NFL Offensive Player of the Year, may be on the trade block. It's no secret that Kupp has been the face of the Rams' passing game for years, and he was instrumental in their Super Bowl victory. However, reports suggest there's tension between Kupp and the Rams' front office, especially regarding his contract and the team's rebuilding efforts. So, could the Cowboys land him? It sounds crazy, but there's a lot of logic behind it. The Cowboys are looking for another elite wide receiver to pair with CeeDee Lamb. While Lamb has emerged as the team's #1 target, the Cowboys' receiving core beyond him has been inconsistent at best. Michael Gallup has struggled to find his form, and with Brandon Cooks only being a short-term solution, the Cowboys need another legitimate playmaker on the outside. Enter Cooper Kupp. Let's break it down. Kupp is one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the league. He's a master route runner, he can make contested catches, and he has the speed and agility to burn defenders deep. Imagine Kupp and Lamb lined up on the same side of the field uncoverable. With Kupp on one side and Lamb on the other, it would force opposing defenses to pick their poison. Add in Tony Pollard's dual-threat ability in the backfield, and suddenly, the Cowboys' offense would be a force to be reckoned with. Now, of course, this all hinges on the Rams' willingness to trade him. Kupp is under contract for several more years, but given the Rams' financial situation and their uncertain future, they may be open to moving him in a rebuilding effort. Could Jerry Jones pull the trigger on this deal? If so, the Cowboys would be adding a proven superstar to a team that's already poised for a Super Bowl run. But it's not just Kupp who could be on the move. Let's talk about another big-name wide receiver who's been mentioned in trade rumors, Stefon Diggs. Diggs is another top-tier wide receiver who could be a game-changer for the Cowboys. We all know how good he is. He's been a top 5 receiver for the Bills since joining the team, and his chemistry with Josh Allen has been electric. But lately, there have been whispers about Diggs possibly being unhappy in Buffalo. There have been reports of a rift between Diggs and the Bills organization, especially concerning his role in the offense and his contract situation. This has led many to wonder if a trade could be in the works, and the Cowboys' name has come up in those discussions. If the Cowboys were able to land Diggs, they'd have a dynamic duo of Diggs and Lamb, which would undoubtedly be one of the best wide receiver pairings in the entire league. Imagine Dak Prescott having 2 explosive, reliable receivers to throw to. This would give him the weapons he's been waiting for to make a serious Super Bowl push. And we all know that Jerry Jones isn't afraid to make bold moves, especially when it comes to making a splash in the trade market. If there's a chance to grab Stefon Diggs, I fully expect Jerry to make it happen. Now, there are some complications. Diggs is under contract with the Bills through 2027, and his deal is fairly lucrative. Buffalo would need to be willing to part with him, and it would likely require a hefty trade package to get him out of Buffalo. But if you're the Cowboys, is it worth it? The chance to add an elite receiver to one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL is too good to pass up. So, Cowboys fans, what do you think? Should the Cowboys make a move for Cooper Kupp, Stefon Diggs, or both? Would they even be able to pull off a trade for either of these superstars? And most importantly, what should the Cowboys do with Zack Martin? Should they extend him or start preparing for life without him? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys and gals, and your opinions matter to me. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the latest Cowboys news. You don't want to miss the upcoming videos, because we've got a lot more in store as we head into the offseason. Until next time, Cowboys Nation, thanks for watching, and as always, go Cowboys!